Good Friday afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 from the rainy desert near Elephant Butte Lake State Park in New Mexico. Yeah, I'm near there. I'm probably half a mile from what was the lake. But be that as it may, as you can see in the video, I've got it pointed off into the kind of the east there. And you can see that it's raining, but I mean it's the wind's blowing, so I'm hoping it doesn't blow on the camera and so forth. I'm under a cover, and yeah, the temperature right now has dropped down to about 75 degrees or thereabouts, and it's pretty damn nice. So thumbs up, guys. Enjoy your beer 30 afternoon. Chug a lug, and I think I'll have a swaller right now. Here's to you, here's to me. Should we ever disagree, we won't. Everything seems to be going pretty good. Here's a chug a lug. Out here in the middle of the desert, guys, having a cold beer on a cool afternoon in the desert. If it hadn't been for this rain showing up, the temperature right now probably about 90, you know. But it's yeah, this is awesome. I mean, this doesn't happen often, and yeah, we've had a little thunder around. No lightning. I haven't seen any lightning. No hail, thank goodness. And yeah, all is good. So yeah, enjoy your life the best way you can. And also, wherever you are, be there. You know, try to get out of your comfort zone every now and then and do something a little different. And am I out of my comfort zone? Well, many years ago I was, when I first started this lifestyle, RV. I was definitely out of my comfort zone because there was no internet and no way to find out what to do or what to buy or use or whatever. You just had to go dig it out one bit at a time. So, no, this is really unusual. I mean, it's actually raining here in the desert. They get 11 inches of rain a year. And no, this is it's awesome, man. I mean, there's water dripping off the cover that I'm standing under, and yeah, I mean, I would move around a little bit, but I found a spot where, at the angle the rain is falling, this particular area is dry, but to the right it's a little damp. It's just sprinkling. This would be considered a heavy rain, I think, out here, because they don't get much rain normally at one time. They may get a few tenths of an inch, and then, but you get that repeatedly for a month or two, and that gives them their I think in the monsoon season, which is like July and August, this is when they get most of the rain. That you're looking at I don't know, 4 inches a month, and they get a total of 11 inches a year. So they're getting the bulk of it in these 2 months, and then the rest of the year, not too much, you guys. You know what I mean? I don't need no stinking badges. Remember that? I don't know why that came in, but now you can see it's pretty. I mean, it's just kind of rainy all around. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's not solid over us. You know what I mean? It's just they're like to the west, it's not raining at all, and to the it's coming from the southeast. And to the north is not much going on, and to the west, nothing going on. But the direction you're looking in the video, which is mostly east, is a little busy with some moisture. And so what do y'all got planned for Friday night? Anything exciting going on in your world? Yeah, I've got a big night planned. I'm going to have me a beer or two or three, and then fix me something to eat and have a glass of wine and read a book. Isn't that exciting? I mean, have the whole gang over, me, myself, and I. You know what I mean? So here's to me, guys. Here's to you. See where you at? There you are. Here's to me. Here's to you. Prost, skull, cheers, all that stuff. This is really nice. I hope all of you have the opportunity in your lifetime to experience a nice little rainfall in the desert. Not necessarily a cloud burst, but like this is perfect. And I've been in this a few times when I was living out in the desert near Big Bend on the Terlingua Ranch. I lived there for a couple of years. Yeah, these were the days you look forward to, because this is indicative of the seasons starting to change. I've heard geese flying towards the southeast, and yeah, they're migrating slowly south, and they're just starting. So that's if I was a Native American or an Aboriginal individual back when, this is the time that I would be packing my tent and starting to move slowly to the south. Yeah. And I'll tell you what I did today. You'll get a kick out of this. I was going to drive over to the space. I'm not sure who has that, but you can actually get there on the back roads from Elephant Butte and Truth or Consequences. And I was driving, and I got off on a dirt road, but yeah, it was too rough for old Sparky, so I gave up the chase. But that would have been an interesting thing to go see. But I did see some of the security from the spaceport. I think it's called Spaceport or something like that, and I'm not sure which one that is. I think Bezos has a place in near Van Horn, and maybe one here, or I don't know, maybe it's somebody else that does the one out here. But maybe that's the guy from England or wherever. But anyway, it was a pretty interesting drive. I mean, it was out in the middle of nowhere as usual. Hell, I think anywhere you go around here is out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you take a left turn out of town 3 miles, and you're in the Boonies, the boonies. So, yeah, but this is, if you the smell of the desert. Of course, you got the creosote plant and some other stuff, sagebrush maybe, cactus, all kinds. And I don't know, and I'm glad it's raining, because one of the things I mentioned in the video earlier today was the fact that one of the things that's blooming around here is ragweed, and ragweed pollen will really make my eyes itch and make me sneeze. Not often, but it does. And yeah, Spark, here's what I was going to tell you. Boy, I lost my train of thought. On the way back from driving down those dirt roads into when I got back into Elephant Butte, I thought, well, I'd get me some. I had an empty gallon jug of water. I thought I'd better go ahead and fill it up, because it's like 25 cents a gallon for filtered water. So I pulled into a place that has the filtered water, but it also has a car wash. So I thought, well, hell, I'll just go ahead and rinse the car off while I'm here. So I go over there, and just to do anything is $3, 12 quarters. And I thought, well, hell, I don't want to spend $3 just to spray off some dust. So what I did was I filled up that empty gallon jug with filtered water, and poured it over the car and washed off the dust. I used 2 gallons. Yeah, it's clean. Yeah, I used a little rag and wiped it off. Yeah, we're good. So, am I tight? Yeah, hell yeah. Frugal, tight, whatever the hell you want to call it. I can make change for a $10 bill. There's a lot of people that can't. And what else is going on? I'll be leaving here on Sunday to go to Carrizozo, and looking forward to that. It's the elevation of Carrizozo is about 1,000 feet higher than here. And is that good? Yeah, it'll be a few degrees cooler, but it's starting to cool down. I think we're going to see a pretty good cool down from the upper 80s, low 90s here into the low 80s, upper 70s in the next 30 days or less. Yeah, I think it'll taper off pretty quickly out here. That's my plan, because that's what I've got my reservation set up accordingly. I'm only going to be in Carrizozo about 3 days, and then I'm going to go over to Oliver Lee, because I got to go check my mail in Capitan. I got a package there, or maybe 2, and get that done. And but I need to in Capitan, I need to wash clothes, and I want to check on Rob Jagger's campground to see if that's going to be available for me in the next couple of months. And then on and on we go. As far as going back to Texas, I would like to be there by Thanksgiving anyway, because I'd like to have Thanksgiving dinner with my son, grandson, or maybe both my sons. I don't think my youngest son, I think he goes to his mother's, which is fine. It's kind of a tradition. My oldest boy, he's kind of got hooked on going to the what do you call it? The buffet, Thanksgiving buffet in Burnett, Texas. And we've been doing that for, actually, I think if we showed up again this year, it'd be the 6th year. And that's, for us, that'd be a hell of a deal, you know. Anyway, chug a lug, guys. Mm. Mm. Oh, goodness. You know, wherever you are, you're there. That's a that's a little that's a pretty good thought. I'm here, you know, now. But am I really here? Yeah, I'm trying to get out of those old habits. Here I'm 76 and I'm still trying to break bad habits because you know they're hardwired, man. I mean, you know, it's hard not to be somewhere and be thinking about somewhere else. You know what I mean? You're like you're never quite where you are altogether. You're just kind of a piece of you is there, you know. So, but yeah, this is really nice, guys. This is really cool, and yeah, it's slacked up, raining a lot. I may show you a little bit around. In fact, I'll show you. I'll let you look around a little more here, because it is Friday evening, and you guys are probably kicked back having a glass of wine, glass of water, glass of tea, or a highball or whatever, and yeah. Beer ain't bad. Beer is a filling, you know it is. A lot of people don't like it because it's filling. I don't like to drink beer with a meal. Mm-hmm. Let me kind of show you around right quick. Let me get the camera. Okay, it's kind of stopped enough. I don't think it'll get the camera wet. But yeah, here we are. This is facing east right here. Well, it is sprinkling a little bit. I better stay under the cover, but I can still show you. And then we go over here, and this is going to be facing south right there. You can see a little, believe it or not, that's rare out here in the desert. That's called moisture, you know what I mean? Like raindrops, you know what I mean? Raindrops keep falling on my head. Anyway, yeah, and that's south, so you see it's not raining a whole lot, and hardly any there, a little bit maybe. And then we go around this way to the north, and it's just beautiful. You know, you don't see this much cloud cover out here in the desert, rarely, or anywhere in New Mexico for that matter. They just don't get a lot of cloudy days. And isn't that nice? I mean, it's just so wonderful, man. There's nobody here in the park. Everybody's gone. I say everybody. I think there's 5 RVs out of 40-something sites. Yeah, no kidding. And this will go over here. This is facing north here. It's still sprinkling really lightly. But you can see those little tent-like covers there? They're all empty. That's the host over here, that long trailer. But back down here, there's one motorhome, and the rest of them are vacant. There's nothing around me. Is that nice? I guess it is. I mean, you know, if you're a lone wolf like I am, it is. But, you know, I don't mind people around because they're not noisy. Normally, campers, the full-time RVers and stuff, they're rarely noisy. Now, they may have a dog or two that's noisy, but the humans themselves usually are not. Isn't that beautiful, though? That's some rainfall. Now, that's not virga there. That's actually rain that's touching the ground. You know, and then over here you can see it a little better. But don't you know, these plants and these animals and birds and stuff out, don't you know, have you ever seen a bird smile? You know, there's got to be a way, you know what I mean? Or a little mouse sticking its head out of a hole, or a gopher and saying, man, thank you, Buddha, you know? Yeah, that is too cool, isn't it? And it is cool right here. It feels very good. I'll be able to sit out here. Because see what this also does, the insects go away. The gnats and the flies and stuff. When it's sprinkling rain, they head for cover because their little wings can't handle a raindrop. I'll pan up a little bit and you can see some of the clouds. But see, those are not threatening clouds. You know, those don't have any wind in them, no hail in them. You know, that's just plain old moisture and light rain. And wonderful in the desert. You know, just a nice drizzle or light rain like we just had. And the good thing too, it washes all the dust off the motorhome and the car. And yeah, there's my home. That's it, guys. That's old Rusty's house. 4 winds. It's a 2021 22E, 24 feet long, and there's my little tow vehicle. It's getting 49.1 miles per gallon now. But the reason it is because I'm driving slow. There's a 2-lane road. I'd travel about 35 miles an hour on. But anyway, you've seen that there's just nobody around me, man. Okay, there's nothing over there's a little vault toilet. You don't want to get too close to those. But because that methane gas will gag you, you know what I mean? And we're far enough away, and the wind's usually out of the southeast, the prevailing wind. And see, there's two sites over here, and they're both vacant. There's one over here, it's vacant, and there's one next to it, and it's vacant. And then there's another one down there, and it's vacant. And there's one over here, and it's vacant. You know, but this is never a busy park anyway, particularly now that the lake is gone. I mean, there's no fishing up here. You can't even launch a boat here. The river is about 10 feet wide. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, a Beer 30 Friday. I hope you're enjoying your evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, enjoy your Friday night. You know what I mean? You deserve it. The world owes it to you, the way I look at it. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sit down and suck the bottom out of that beer here. And let me pan around here to the rain right in here. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, from Raining in the Desert, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios. Bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Doesn't cost you a penny. So if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, why not? Anyway, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful life. Adios, amigos. Till next time. Bye-bye.